Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, August 7th, 2014. U.S. stock market is closed. It was an insane day today in the stock market. The Dow started out, it was up like 40, 50, it might even got up 60 points today. I don't know. Early on in the day, and then it falls apart and ends up closing down 75. And it's just, all these markets are so volatile. I can't believe it. And in spite of that, we made out okay. I mean, we kept our head above the water in spite of all this chaos, but just barely. And we had over negative $3,000 in open trade equity on the close yesterday. It didn't look good at all. We had 13 trades in open trade equity. 5 were wins, 8 were losses. Well, I was amazed. We came in this morning, that negative 3,000 jumped to positive 3,000, and then I couldn't believe this. 75 minutes into the day, I took a screenshot of it, put it on the website. That open trade equity had been negative $3,000 yesterday, was positive over 15,000. And just like it happened yesterday, that was the high water point for our equity. Things started falling apart after that. But everything didn't fall apart, and we still managed to survive this crazy volatile day. We ended up closing out $4,500 positive, in spite of the negative 75 on the Dow. At the end of the day, we had gone from negative 3,000 to positive 4,500. So that was pretty good. The bad news is we're carrying negative 4,500 into tomorrow. So maybe, if we can pull off tomorrow what we did today, we're still hanging in there. We haven't lost our shirt yet, but it's kind of tough. I was amazed what happened. We had, as I say, 5 wins and 8 losses yesterday, and that, by the time we got closed out, that was 8 wins and 4 losses, with one nice big positive trade in Netflix that we're carrying on for an extra day. So anyway, it could have been worse. Let me show you the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow here, and we've got the big slide down, and it gets worse and worse, at least as far as the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We had this positive open this morning, and it held it for maybe 90 minutes, and then it collapsed from there. And at this point, as I say, we were actually up $16,000. And what's that telling me is this market really does want to go. I mean, we're doing the right thing, but we got to get the rest of the market, not just our markets, but our stocks, but the whole overall market moving topside. The best we can do is probably break even. So that was rather frustrating. And speaking of frustration, I want to show you I'm going to show you 4 individual trades today. I just got to vent a little about this. I showed you this yesterday. This is HZNP Horizon Farm, and I think they sell bears at Horizon Farm. Let me show you. I showed you this yesterday, like 3 trades ago. We bought the top here and we sold this. That was about a negative $2,500. Then we come in here the very next day, we buy the top again right at the end of the day, and we sell down here, and that cost us $3,000. Now, if we had a crystal ball, we should have held on to that. look what happened, this huge gap. And if we had held on to that, it's not our system, but I'm just saying hypothetically we held on to that, you know, we would have made thousands and thousands of dollars no matter where we sold it today. Unfortunately, we trade a system. Guess what happened? We bought the top again, way up here, and guess what happens again? This thing slides. This time we're holding negative $4,000 in Horizon Farm. This is trading pornography, and I just have to show it to you to vent a little. But this is the reason we don't have a positive day, or at least a break-even day on our open trade equity. It's just this one trade. You know, we got all this crap happening in the world, but you know, we're surviving that. But this was a single trade that really brought us down. Anyway, we had a whole bunch of good trades today. In spite of all this chaos, we had a bunch of good trades today. This is in BITA. We bought this thing yesterday over here. It didn't do too much for us, but nice big gap up on this morning. This plunges down, but that didn't affect it. And we get out here, and we got $2,000 out of BITA. Then there's Tesla, and I think I showed you this yesterday. Hey, Tesla got better today. We only had $1,000 on the close yesterday. When we got out here, we made $2,000 with Tesla. Great market, great trade. Finally, the biggest thing positive for us was in SoFun, SFUN, and we're still in this. We jumped into this right as soon as we could. It took off, it kept going, and closed near its high in spite of the rest of the market falling apart, and we're holding over $3,000 in SoFun. So we had some great trades, and we didn't have those great trades, we'd be hurting today. But as it is, you know, we're keeping our head above the water, just barely. Anyway, that's the way it went on Thursday. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday.